I've lived with my partner for 18 years. We have 2 children. In the beginning, we were in love and happy together. He was good to me. He paid a lot of attention to me. I liked him because he was very protective and caring. And then, step by step, things changed. He became a different person. Cold, controlling, violent. I remember how he used to curse and humiliate me. He used to lock me in the house and monitor my every move. He called me a whore. He said that I was not a woman and that I wasn't able to take care of our children. He was insanely jealous. I felt that everything I ever did was wrong. He was increasingly physically violent towards me. In the beginning, he would hit me once every 2 months, but violence escalated, and before I left, he would hit me every week. In the last 8 months of our life together, his violence was getting increasingly worse. In the beginning of our relationship, he would throw objects around the house. Then he started pulling my hair. He would beat me and kick me. Once, he grabbed me by the hair after beating me up, dragged me from the kitchen to the bathroom, where he locked me in so that the children would not see or hear me. My daughter was then 7 years old. My son only a year. They were both distraught by this event. He never yelled during the beating. He was so careful that nobody would ever hear anything. He would often choke me, fling me towards the wall or to the floor. In the last years, he used to beat me and then drag me out of the house and lock me out. My daughter was often present. He did not let her open the door and let me in the house. He hit me in such a way that the consequences were not visible to others. I had bruises under my clothes, on my legs, arms, and torso. I hid the bruises. Only the people closest to me knew about them. I was the only provider in the family. He was unemployed for a longer period of time. He controlled my spending all the time. He demanded money from me for his personal use. Even after he got a job, he didn't share his money with me and the children. I had to take care of everything with my salary, buy groceries, pay the bills. He kept his salary for himself. My daughter often witnessed the abuse. However, he made sure that my son was not around when it happened. Before he started beating me, he often ordered our daughter to take her brother to their room. Even though my son did not see the beating, he heard everything and he always cried. When my daughter took her brother to their room, she often came back and tried to help me. She tried to stop her father. In the first years of the relationship, he stopped beating me when she did that. But in the last years, he didn't. I couldn't talk about the abuse with anybody. I was afraid that my partner would find out and that things would only get worse. Also, I didn't want my children to feel ashamed or embarrassed of what was going on in our family. I didn't have any friends left because my partner did not allow any contact with them. We only had mutual friends. Our neighbors never saw or heard anything. They never asked anything.